from WUSA. He's been in studio before. He's a good friend of the show. John Anderson, what's up, John? How are you, man?
Steve, I'm well. How about yourself, man?
I'm good. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. We were hoping to have you in studio, but another time for sure down the line. Always love having you here.
Yeah, sorry I missed out this time. Just say hello to Wes as well. I haven't met him.
Hey.
I'm a big fan of his work, so keep up doing the good stuff that you do. And, I miss being in there tonight.
Appreciate
Looking forward to a mountain bike ride and everything.
Oh, yeah,
We'll-
mountain bike
we'll do
ride.
another time.
Which you have John has a taser.
Well, that's what I was gonna. I knew you told me
Yeah.
that, so I'm glad there wasn't another person here to kick my ass today. Like at least I still got second place on the whole shot today.
Well, perfect. Well, Steve has those I've ridden with Steve out there in Vegas, and he definitely has that place down.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a good rider, and we had a good time, and we'll make up for it another time. I'll bring up my buddy T-Rod.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
wanting to ride with you as well, and we'll get in a ride. So
I don't like
maybe
riding
next
with
time.
strangers, John. I don't like riding with strangers. So maybe
Tony's not a stranger. He's
Okay.
like family, man. He's a good dude.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. Fair enough. Pulp Nation to save at roostmx.net. And, of course, WUSA. All your wheel needs, whether it's the TLD Gas guys, the Rockstar Energy Husky guys, Chad Reed, whatever it is. John, how many teams in the pits do you think you do wheels for at this point? Do you even know?
All of them.
You know what? It seems like if you asked me that a couple of years ago, it was definitely a lot more, but that's probably because there was a lot more teams around in the past, right? But
Yeah.
it's funny. There's still quite a few, and we definitely I've said it before, but it really is an honor to work with so many of these cool teams and good people and stuff. And, it's the highest level of racing, right? So it's a good place to showcase our product and whatnot. So I don't know. It's probably, 6 or 8 of the elite teams probably at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Call down there, mention PulpMX, get a discount, get your wheel set redone, rebuilt, get a brand new set of wheels, whether it's the Edge set of wheels or Talon or Kite. How are the Edge stuff doing, John? How is that? That's a price point line you introduced earlier this year or last year, I should say, and it's much, much better quality than a lot of the ones out there for sure. Is that moving for you? Is that doing well?
Yeah, you know what? It's been going very well, actually. Almost, I've talked to you a little bit before about it. Almost, this is weird to say, right? But almost too good because, and that's a weird thing to say, but, and we definitely get the Pulp Nation calling in and using the discount. So keep that coming. But it's been going well, and it is a wheel set that we came out with, a price point wheel. And we like to make sure that it's for the right person. What I mean by that is, like your entry level or your weekend warrior guy, because there is other product out there that we do that the race teams use, the lighter weight, the better rims, better quality, everything, But the Edge thing is, our customers, our dealers asked for it, and we didn't jump into it overnight, but we did it. We spent some time testing and whatnot, but it's been going very well. So we're real happy with
nice.
that.
It's good. I mean, exactly, because some of the stuff, I've seen it online. You get some stuff from overseas, and they're pretty cheap, and then you kind of get what you pay for. They break, and then you see these people, and they're like, not stoked on it, and you're just like, oh boy, you know what I mean? Like, this is much better quality than that stuff. So you're almost doing people a favor by doing this.
Yeah, for sure. Well, one of the big things was we were real fortunate to partner with Excel in Japan. And so the rim we use is actually an Excel-made rim made in Japan. And that's one of the critical parts of a wheel, right? So that was one of the things. And then we just put a lot of time in the testing of the hubs and all levels of riders, not in Supercross and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So,
you're not going to use this in
made for
Supercross. Right.
Yeah. Right. So it's been going well.
Good. And you took my Project 500 wheels, and I don't know what you did to them, but they turned out amazing, and I can't wait to put them on the bike. I got the Michelin Starcross 5s mounted. I've got them all ready to go, sprockets and discs on, and so you basically took my stock CR500 wheels.
Yep.
Cleaned them up.
Yep.
Cerakoted them, right? It's called?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then put new spokes and rims on them. And, dude, they're like brand new. They look awesome.
And, that's become a big part of our business, right?
Yeah.
So the vintage restoration thing, whether guys just have them in their office, in the garage, on top of their bar, or wherever it may be, or if they ride them. So we do that a lot. And it's always fun to work with you on those projects. We've done a couple with you. And we just did one with your old buddy DV.
Yeah,
and,
I saw that.
on
Yeah,
restoration he did, and that was cool. He came down, showed him around W, and it was kind of fun. And he's like, "Oh man, now I know what W is all about."
Dude,
so, cool.
he's built like 14 replica bikes and then just sells them right away or whatever. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I never know.
So if you're restoring one, you got to use the original hub, I'm guessing, because the new ones don't fit, or what's the?
They have some of them. Yeah, some of the old hubs built.
It's like, well, you're saying they added new spokes and a rim for yours. That means the only thing you reused was the hub.
The hub, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that Honda behind you, the 89 Honda, those are Talons, and those are for that 89 Honda. Like,
wow.
So they have them that old, Talon does, in a lot of cases. But in some cases, like, you just want to take the Cerakoting, which makes it look like a mag finish, and it just kind of looks cooler. So
yeah, for sure. Talon's definitely, of the vendors that we carry here and that we import, they're the ones that, they've been doing it longer than anybody, right? So, but in the case of some bikes that go back, I mean, I think I've told you before, we've done a bike that was 100 years old, and that's an extreme restoration thing, right? But, a lot of guys want to keep on authentic, and you're right, a lot of these stock hubs, they look like they've been in the bottom of the ocean, and we take them and basically bring them back to life, right? And we make our own spokes in-house, and so we do the spokes and then put them on whatever rim you want. And yeah, I mean, Wes, you can see on the bike, and Steve's in the studio there. They come out good.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks beautiful.
Happy with it.
That big ass oversized rotor on that.
Yeah,
front,
that rotor's
too.
a little overkill for a 125. It's a 270 rotor. It's a little big.
Wow.
But yeah, absolutely. Nothing makes the bike look new than like wheels. You know what I mean? Like when you do wheels, it just looks bitchy.
Just adding wheels to any bike just changes the whole look of it, anyways. When KTM started going to the black rims, I don't know. The black rims are just.
Black rims.
Oh God, I love them. I mean, those look good too, though. Like if you wanted the old school Honda look.
No, that's why I did that, because that's a retro period to that.
Yeah.
John, do you get the old retro Honda gold on newer bikes? Do people ask for that? Do people do that?
Of course.
Do they?
I mean, that's the thing with wheels, right? It as Wes mentioned, in the day it was silver, right? And then everybody went to black.
Yeah.
Now you get a mix. We've done everything. Obviously, Yamaha does blue. They didn't always do that.
Yeah.
I've heard you talk about that, Steve, where you kind of like the blue now.
I didn't like the blue at first.
But now you do?
Dude, I hated the blue. I remember telling Jimmy Perry, like, dude, are you taking those things off? He's like, no, they look bitchin'. And I've come around. I like the blue now.
The mid 2000s black rims just my jam, dude. I'm in love. Sucker for them.
Was it PC that first came out with black rims on their cow? Like the black tires and black rims. I remember that look was like heavy. Like it looked heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, back in the day at White Brothers, I mean, we ran gold on our 98, 99 YZ, the 400 and then 426. We ran gold hubs and gold Talon hubs, as a matter of fact, and gold rims.
Yeah.
And on a blue Yamaha back then, that was like, wow, that's kind of different, But
sure.
It's funny to think, 22 years later, and we're still doing it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly, right.
So,
Pulp Nation to save with Roost MX. Get some graphics made, and then just call down to WUSA, mention Pulp MX, and they'll give you a hell of a deal. I've got a lot of Instagram DMs and tweets about what a great company and great service it is down there. So, John, WUSA World Vets, it's that time coming up this weekend at Glen Helen, of course. Working closely with Glen Helen over the years, and it's going to be a little bit different with the COVID. Like, Canadians aren't really coming, and I don't know if we'll see the foreigners that we normally see, and that's too bad, but this is still a big race for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is for sure, right? So it'll be the 36th annual, and Steve, the backside of the story. I mean, the race was started by Kristen's dad, my wife's dad, the late Tom White. And actually, it's crazy, man, but it's 3 years ago today that Tom passed away, that we lost him. But
really? Oh, geez,
yeah, so he started it 36 years ago, and we've had it now for 7. And we're a wheel company, right? That's what we do. We're not a race promoter. That's not what we do, but we really do it really to honor his legacy, and we know how much he loved it and stuff. And it is, over the years, it's become a real fun thing, right? You see the same faces, some new faces, a lot of foreigners, which always welcome, and it's just a really good time. Jody builds a really good track, a safe track, a rough track, but there's nothing like Glen Helen, right?
Right.
And all the people at Glen Helen, I mean, they do a hell of a job to get the place ready and stuff. And so, yeah, it's going to be a good event. It is going to be different for sure. You know, it's unfortunate with everything going on in the world right now that, you know, our friends from out of the country can't come and see us. And certainly like Noof and Galdi.
Oh, they were in. Galdi is heartbroken.
Yeah.
He cannot defend his championship. He wanted to race against Kong again. And he's heartbroken.
Is that one step closer to you for the top 5?
No, I don't. I don't have Galdi's speed at all. I am not in the same class. He rode A. I rode B.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So it'll be it'll be good. I think based off their early entries, pre-entries, and just the feedback we've got on social media and emails, it's still going to be a hell of an event.
Good.
A fun time. The weather's going to be awesome. It should be in the mid 60s. You know, no rain, and we're looking forward to. You know, we're looking forward to a good weekend. So
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I will be racing this Saturday. I'm going to race the World Vets. I'm not going to do the 2-day thing, John. So I let you down. I understand, but I'll be there.
You're good.
I'll be there one day. You'll be there vending as well. And there's another big announcement coming for this race, and I wanted to save it till John was on, but coming this weekend, coming in hot, maybe making his World Vet debut. On the High Revan 77. Well, he's not going to rate that, but that's how you know him. Randy Richardson coming in. The FMIP 222 will
fastest
be...
Fastest man in Piedmont's going to be in Glen Helen?
Fastest man in Piedmont flying out to challenge the Helen and show people what the East Coast has got.
Dude, he's the beast from the East right now.
He is. He's repping all of Piedmont, all of Greenville. All of that, and
me too,
and
all the way down to me.
No, and Kiefer is supplying the machine for FMIP, and he will be there.
Hell yeah, Randy!
And he will be signing autographs at the WUSA booth. I just made that up right now.
Well, listen, now that I know this, I mean, Randy's such a fun, witty guy, great guy, longtime industry guy. But, man, with that guy's sense of humor, maybe we can get him to do some stand-up comedy while he's here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And between winning motos?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to give a shout-out to Michelin as well for helping make this happen, of course. The 2020 is an exciting year for Michelin, whether it's the types of V-twin riders that use the Commander 3 cruiser tires, the Michelin Power 5 tires, the choice for ultimate performance in wet and dry for sport bike riders. Of course, the Michelin Starcross 5s as well. I took these to 14.9 finishes last year for 7th overall at the World Vets.
Might get 12.5 this year for 5th overall?
14.9 for 7th is just all time. It still is, by the way, everybody. Michelin Enduro Extreme tire, Michelin City Grip 2 tire, motorcycle.michelinman.com. Visit your local dealer or online retailer. Follow at Michelin Motorcycle, Instagram, and Facebook as well. And please check that out if you can. Go ahead, John.
Steve, my question for you is, have you been practicing your starts?
Well, no, I haven't. And I rode Glen Helen last Thursday, and then I rode Paris on Friday. And then sometime near the end of the day at Paris, Kiefer's like, hey, man, you going to work on your starts? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. I was going to do that.
Well, listen, I mean, it's always fun to laugh at someone else's expense, but I got to tell you, dude, I love you, Steve, but watching that video, I probably watched it 50 times, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. The only other thing funnier than that is Darkside's audio when he crashed Bradshaw's bike and he knocked the wind out of himself. I mean, right now we all need a laugh, and if you can get Marks to maybe repost that or something, it's one of the funniest things ever.
Repost my start?
Both the start and the audio of Darkside crashing on Bradshaw's bike, because it's some of the funniest stuff that you've ever heard.
It's really, really good. Actually, I'm surprised that I let Darkside do the wrap-up show based on that start, filming me on that start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what was the dumbest thing ever? And I talked about this before. I never did one start in, 20 years. I didn't race forever. The last time I raced was 2007. So 12 years of no starts on a dirt bike. And I got to the line for my first race, and I'm like, wait. Like, I never once thought about what gear, what RPM, or anything. And it showed. On
a 4-stroke nonetheless.
On a 4-stroke 450. I do have a starting hook starting device from the folks at Works Connection. So
never once used that though.
No, I didn't have it last year. I have it this year. I will be coming in with a starting device.
Well, that'll totally change everything, huh?
Yeah. So, John, thanks for reminding me about that, by the way. Thanks a lot.
Like I say, it's always fun to laugh at someone else's expense. But, hey, you know what, man? The difference between now and last year, I remember I listened to your thing with Truman and JT. It's like you lost a person. You're quite a different person now.
I don't know how much lighter I am from last year, but yeah, maybe I am definitely lighter. I just don't know by how much. But
I think you've done a good job.
Yeah,
Steve.
thank you.
So obviously grinding on the mountain bike, and of course riding your dirt bike and doing what you're doing. So
hold on,
great job, man.
Hold on, Marks. Once again, John, just I know you're a listener to the show, but so Marks just played my start on the screen. Thanks, Marks.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Yep, that's
you're welcome
great.
To everyone watching.
Just shitting.
I want to see it. You can play it up here.
Shitting on your boss.
Wish I could. I was trying to get that.
Shitting on your boss again. So that's my start. Thanks to Dark Side for that, and thanks for John for bringing that up. So,
it's all good.
John, you're going to be vending all weekend there?
Yeah. So we'll be out there. The event. The best thing I can tell people and your listeners is, you can go on glenhelen.com's website, and there's a full listing of everything starting on Friday. There's going to be a vintage vet race on Friday, open practice on the main track for all the pre-entered vet riders. And then, Saturday and Sunday is the go time. And really Sunday is the big 30 pro race. But, there's quite a bit going on for 3 days. But I'll be out there, and I'm kind of banging myself up a little bit on the bicycle. So I'm a little thing tomorrow, just get checked out one more time, and if I get it clear, then I'm bringing my bike and my gear, and I'm at least going to ride practice. And
okay.
If I'm lucky. My wife doesn't really listen to the show, otherwise she'd probably freak out. But I'm hoping to ride a little bit. So
nice.
We'll see.
Kiefer asked me to ask you if Kristen will be there.
She'll be there Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
real life stuff. Our daughter, my son Zane and my daughter, they'll be out there, and my daughter's got volleyball on Saturday, so she's got mom duties to do. But I'll be out there Thursday,
This
Friday,
isn't
Saturday.
what Kiefer wants to hear, because we're just going to be there Saturday, and Kiefer wants to see Kristen, right? So,
Yeah. And I got to Kiefer.
How creepy does he get? How creepy does he get? Like, he's just like, he's always like, John. He's like, John.
Yeah.
Like, Kristen's looking good, John. Like, you're like,
yeah. I mean, I do kind of give him a weird look where when he gives her a hug, it's like, what's a normal hug? I thought it's usually 5 seconds or so, but it's usually about 20.
Right?
Like,
5 seconds is even long. What?
Yeah. So,
dude, no, he's just creepy with his buddies' wives. But I don't think I think he means, he doesn't mean ill will. It's just like, bro.
Well, look, I mean, the hugs are one thing, Steve, but the kiss on the lips, that's over the top.
Yeah,
dude.
Right?
No, it's the kiss on the lips over here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no,
I'm not scared.
I got to keep my eye on him with that.
Well, listen, the FMIP coming in hot and he already said it's going to be hashtag what the Helen. He's already got a hashtag going.
I love it.
What the Helen?
That's clever. Funniest man in Piedmont.
Yeah, funniest man in Piedmont. He's gonna be there in all his glory. And then he's coming up Monday. He's gonna stay and come up Monday and do the show, or come back with me and do the show on Monday with Kiefer. So
that's awesome. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing him, and it's gonna be a good time for sure. And I'm glad. I'm stoked when you told me you were coming out and again, and I know you got a lot of things going on these days, but I'm stoked to have you, dude. So it's going to be good.
Is there anything we can do to like bump my finishes up at all, John, or anything? Can we work some magic behind the scenes? Do we know the score? Can I give the score some stuff, and she makes me maybe?
Well, look, it all starts at the start, right? So let's start there, Steve. And then obviously your fitness is above and beyond what it was probably last year. Not that you faded, real bad or anything, but and if worst case, there are the hills of Glen Helen, you could always cut the track because there's nobody in the back to watch. So
yeah, it's a good
there's
point.
Lots of things you can do.
No, absolutely. It's a good point. Well, I'm looking forward to the WUSA World Vet Championships coming up this weekend in Glen Helen. Next Monday night, Kiefer will be here. Randy Richardson will be here. We'll recap everything. Maybe we'll give you a call, John, and have some laughs about that race. Kiefer's racing plus 40 pro on Saturday, so he'll have to race against Nickel.
Yeah.
And geez, who else would be? We'll give him a Dubak if Dubak's there. Brownie, I think Brownie's coming out.
Alessi's or what?
No,
What
Alessi's 30.
class?
Is Brownie coming out? Do we know? Do we have a Mike Brown?
I don't
update?
know. I
Okay.
haven't heard from Andy White. Usually he lets me know that Brownie's coming out, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Brownie races
You never know.
everything. He's there.
Brownie's
Yeah,
all over
so-
the place, though. You never quite know
Yeah,
what Mike
yeah,
Brown's
yeah.
doing. So,
Yeah.
all right, John. Anything else? Did we touch
Well,
on?
cool.
Did we touch
No,
on? that? Okay.
I think we're good, man. Thanks for letting me come on and talk about the race and just W and all the fun stuff. And again,
Yeah.
I sorry I missed you this year, dude. I was so looking forward to it. And you told me Wes was going to be in studio again. I haven't met him, but like I said in the beginning, big fan of Wes. Big
Thanks,
fan
man.
of your work, dude.
Big fan of your
Really
work too.
am. Yeah, thank you. And maybe someday we'll cross paths. And yeah, man. So it's I appreciate it, Steve. I really do.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
worries. Again, call WUSA, email them, mention Pulp MX Show. You're a Pulp MX listener. Whether it's the Edge set of wheels, whether it's a brand new set of Talons or kites, whether it's rebuilding your vintage wheels, whether it's flat track stuff, whether it's street bike stuff, mountain bike wheels. You don't dabble in mountain bike wheels, John.
No.
That's about it. Right.
No, we don't do that, but everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for your time, John. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks, Wes.
See you,
All right.
man.
That's John Anderson, everybody from WUSA. Great sponsors of the show. I think W might be one of the longest ones we've had.
That's awesome.